Joining us now, we welcome Principal Deputy State Department spokesperson Vedant Patel. Vedant, thank you so much for giving us some of your time. Obviously, major events happening here. Talk about the ultimate goal of those strikes, and is there early indication they were successful in moving closer to that goal?
Thanks, Nichole. Thanks so much for having me. So again, we have been very clear that the goal here was to take steps to deter and diminish the ability of the Houthis to be able to carry out and conduct these kinds of attacks that we've been seeing them undertake for quite some time now. These attacks that have impacted one of the world's most vital waterways, where we see 30% of global container shipping flow through. And so that's what yesterday's strikes were about, taking steps to protect these international vessels, as well as ensure that the Houthi capabilities are diminished from being able to do these kinds of things again.
Yeah, and there's certainly no argument that we've seen those increased attacks in the Red Sea, but are these latest actions likely to lead to a wider conflict? Because that's the concern of so many.
Look, nobody is interested in seeing any kind of escalation or a wider conflict, certainly not the United States. But there is no excuse or no good reason for malign actors to be carrying out these kinds of attacks on international vessels partaking in legitimate commerce, and again, in one of our most vital waterways.
Are we going to see an increased military presence, by the U.S. in that region in the coming weeks now?
I'm just not going to get ahead of the process or speculate what we will do, what the United States will do. And President Biden was very clear about this, is that we will always take steps to protect our personnel, to protect global trade routes, and to protect legitimate international commerce.
And Vedant, there are reports that the Houthis are actually happy about these strikes, using them and touting this as a propaganda victory. Is this somewhat of a no-win situation for the U.S. and the U.K. and their allies?
Absolutely not. These strikes were critical. They were important to undertake. And the best thing the Houthis can do right now is to cease their participation and their conducting of these kinds of malign, destabilizing activities across the Red Sea.
And in spite of the strikes, which we know obviously have occurred, which may increase tensions, will there still be a strong effort to tamp down those tensions?
Of course, we'll always be working and looking at a diplomatic angle from this, but we'll also never hesitate to take appropriate action when our personnel, when international vessels, when global trade routes are impacted. And President Biden, Secretary Blinken, Secretary Austin were very clear about this.
Well, State Department spokesperson Vedant Patel, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.